Hello guys, hope you're doing well. And as always, if you are new to my channel, I would humbly request you to subscribe to my channel so that you shall be able to watch all my latest engineering videos that I shall upload on my channel. Okay, so here where we have a very basic topic that we can understand is basically Surds. Okay, basically, what are surds? If you look at it, surds are basically uh, expressions. They are basically expressions in which we have at least one term in a radical. Okay, at least one term. We can have more than one terms also, but like this is also a surd, which is 3 into square root of 7 plus 4 into square root of 11 is also a surd. We can have square root of 5 is also a surd. Square root of a minus 7 is also a surd, and again this term 1 upon 8 minus square root of 7 is a surd. Then again this is cube root of 3 is also a surd. Okay, so these are this whole cube root of 3 minus 1 upon 4 is a surd. Okay, the most important thing when you're doing surds, you must remember that all surds are always irrational numbers. Okay, so basically irrational numbers like square root of 2 is 1.412. Okay, you must understand what is basically they are opposite of rational numbers. Okay, and rational numbers basically converted into fractions, but the irrational numbers like square root of 3 cannot be converted into a rational number. Okay, so there are different types of surd. Like over here, if you look at it, this surd, it is in the ratio of 6 divided by 11, and you have to take out its square root. Okay, so it is termed, because you are taking out its square root, it is called as a second order surd. If we have basically this 11 which is in a surd, and you have to look over here, is basically a 5 digit written. Okay, so it is going to be basically a fifth order surd. Okay, like this, if you have this again a surd in which there is 9 written, but they're saying you have to take out its square root. Okay, so but if you take out the square root of 9, its answer will basically be 3, which is basically not an irrational number. So what does that mean? Basically it is a natural number, so this is not going to be a surd. Another thing, if you look at this, is basically the cube root of 64 is taken out. Okay, if you take out the cube root of 64, it will be what? 4 into 4 into 4, which is basically 4 to the power 3, and you have to take out the cube root, so its answer will comes out to be equals to 4. So what does this mean? That again this is a natural number, and this natural number means basically that it is not going to be a it is not going to be a surd. Okay, so you can have many examples if you want to for the surds. Okay, so very important. Now we go to a very simple example. Okay, let's go to a very simple example over here, and say you have to take out solve and take out the seventh root value of 128. Okay, so we have to take out the seventh root of 128. Okay, so if we perform prime factors of 128 will be what? 2 6 are 12, 2 4 are 8, again it will be 2 32 are 64, 2 16 are 32, 2 8 are 16, 2 4 are 8, 2 2s are 4, and 2 1s are 2. So if in place of 128 we can basically write 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. Okay, so if you look at it, 1 2 3 3 4 5 6 7 values. Okay, so we can simply put this 7 values of 2, 7 product values of 2 as 2 to the power 7. And again, if you look at it in the surd, we have 7 written over here. So basically it means it is the seventh root of 2 to the power 7. Okay, so we can write this simplified 2 to the power 7 as, and in terms of when we remove the radical sign, we get 1 upon 7. Okay, if over here, if it's 3 written over here, we'll put 1 upon 3. If 6 is here, we'll put 1 upon 6. So you can say, you can simplify this 7 multiply by 1 upon 7, it will be 7 upon 7. So okay, if we further simplify, we will get 2 to the power 1, which is equals to 2. So it's a very simple problem, and most important thing, we have used prime factorization for solving this. Let's go to a slightly more challenging problem for surd. Okay, here if you look at it, we have square root of 21 into square root of 28 into square root of 121. Okay, if there is nothing written here, if there is nothing written here, always treat it as a square root. It is a 2, so it's a square root. Okay. So again, we can start solving it by taking prime factors of 21. If we take prime factors 21, it will be 3 7s are 21, 7 1s are 7. So we can write it as 3 into 7. What about 28? We basically take out the square root and we'll put it as 7 4s are 28, 2 2s are 4, 2 1s are 2. So what do we get is 7 into 2 into 2. Okay. And now if we divide it, we have the value of square root of 121. So 121 can be further uh, factored as 11 11s are 121 and 11 ones are 11. So we can put it in place of 121 as a 11 into 11. Okay. If you look now further, is that in this radical sign we have a couple. We have 7 and 7 as a one pair, and we have got 2 and 2 as another pair. Okay, because they were 3 into 7 into 7 into 2 into 2. So we have put it all in one radical sign because they were 2, but we can also put it like this. It's one and the same thing. Okay, so what does this mean? And there is, if we look at a denominator, there is another, in the radical sign we have another pair of 11 into 11. Okay, so this pair 7 and 2 can basically, when taken out of the radical sign, it will be written as 7 into 2 into square root of 3, which is this one over here. Okay, if you want to take it back, you again have to make it as a pair. Okay, if you go it back into the radical sign, and here this pair 11 11 we take it out and we get as 11. Okay, so if you look at it, this 7 into 2, when multiplied, it will be giving us 14 square root of 3 divided by 11. Okay, so this is just a brief introduction of Surds, and I hope you understand it and you have a very wonderful day. Thanks. Bye.